The galaxy had always been a vast and intricate web of civilizations, each vying for dominance or coexistence in the cosmic dance of power. The Galactic Council, an assembly of ancient beings who had long since transcended their mortal forms, governed this interstellar tapestry with unwavering authority. They were the arbiters of peace, the architects of order, and the ultimate judges of worthiness among species. For millennia, they had observed Earth's inhabitants from afar, dismissing them as insignificant specks on the galactic stage, a primitive race still grappling with internal strife, environmental collapse, and technological infancy. But humanity was nothing if not persistent. It began when the Council convened to address what they considered a growing nuisance, human expansion into space. Their probes had ventured beyond the solar system. Their satellites cluttered orbital paths, and their radio signals polluted the silence of the void. To the Council, these actions reeked of recklessness, arrogance even. Humanity's rapid progress, over mere centuries, baffled them. It defied every precedent set by other species that took eons to crawl out of the primordial muck. Enough is enough, declared Zorathus, the towering crystalline entity representing the elder races. His voice resonated like chimes struck in a cavernous hall. This species must be classified as subordinate. Let us make it clear where they stand. The motion passed unanimously. A delegation of envoys descended upon Earth, materializing above the United Nations headquarters in New York City. Their arrival was heralded by a shimmering cascade of light that turned day into night. Billions watched in awe or terror as the alien ships broadcast their message across all frequencies, bypassing language barriers with effortless precision. Humans of Earth, intoned the lead envoy, its form shifting between liquid silver and geometric patterns too complex for the eye to follow. You have been deemed unfit for equal standing among the stars. Your chaotic nature poses a threat to galactic stability. From this moment forward, your species will operate under the oversight of the Galactic Council. Silence gripped the planet. Governments scrambled to respond, but before any official reply could be formulated, something unexpected happened. Single human stepped forward, not a politician, not a scientist, but an unassuming teenager named Alex Carter. Clad in a hoodie and sneakers, Alex stood at the edge of Central Park, staring up at the hovering monoliths. With no fear in their voice, they shouted, "You think you can just show up here and tell us what to do? Who gave you the right?" The Council's envoys hesitated, their programmed responses momentarily disrupted by the sheer audacity of the question. In that brief pause, Alex continued, "We're not perfect. We've made mistakes, huge ones. But we don't need babysitters. If you want to judge us, fine. But don't act like you're better than us." Alex's words rippled through the crowd gathered below, igniting murmurs of agreement. Social media exploded with posts echoing the sentiment. Across continents, humans rallied around one simple idea: defiance. What followed was chaos, but not the kind the Council expected. Instead of cowering under the weight of superior technology and cosmic authority, humanity doubled down on innovation. Scientists abandoned decades of secrecy, pooling resources and knowledge to accelerate breakthroughs. Engineers worked around the clock, cobbling together makeshift defenses using scavenged materials and cutting-edge designs. Artists and storytellers fueled the collective spirit, crafting narratives of resilience and unity that inspired billions. Meanwhile, the Council found itself increasingly perplexed. Every attempt to assert control only seemed to embolden the humans further. When they disabled Earth's global communication networks, hackers devised quantum relay systems that operated outside conventional parameters. When they imposed trade embargoes, resourceful entrepreneurs turned to asteroid mining and lunar colonization to sustain themselves. And when they deployed enforcement drones to maintain order, guerrilla tactics rendered the machines useless. Within days, they are adapting, noted Vrelthian, a gaseous being whose thoughts manifested as swirling colors. At an unprecedented rate? Yes, agreed Zorathis, his crystalline structure flickering with unease. But why? Why do they resist so fiercely? Back on Earth, Alex became an unlikely symbol of resistance. Not because they possessed superhuman abilities or charisma, but because they embodied the essence of humanity itself: curiosity, determination, and an unyielding refusal to accept limits. Through interviews, speeches, and impromptu broadcasts, Alex reminded people of what united them: the shared dream of reaching for the stars, no matter how far away those stars seemed. You know what makes us different? Alex asked during one viral live stream. We fail, a lot, but every time we fall, we get back up. That's our strength. That's why we'll never stop fighting. Their words resonated deeply, sparking a cultural revolution. Old rivalries dissolved as nations collaborated for the first time in history. Corporations redirected profits toward sustainable projects instead of profit margins. Even individuals found ways to contribute, whether by coding software, planting trees, or simply spreading hope. And then came the breakthrough. In a secret lab buried beneath the Sahara Desert, a team of physicists achieved the impossible: a stable wormhole generator. It wasn't perfect. It required immense energy and could only transport small payloads, but it worked. Within weeks, humanity sent its first exploratory vessel through the rift, emerging near Proxima Centauri. News of the achievement spread, like wildfire, both on Earth and throughout the galaxy. The Council watched in stunned silence as human ships began appearing in star systems previously thought unreachable. Each new colony brought fresh challenges, forcing humanity to innovate and adapt yet again. But more importantly, each success reinforced their resolve. Finally, the Council called an emergency session. We underestimated them, admitted Zorathis, his tone heavy with regret. They are not merely subordinate. They are extraordinary. Vrelthian added, perhaps it is we who should learn from them. Their flaws, their failures, they are not weaknesses. They are catalysts for growth. After much deliberation, the Council reached a decision. They would retract their declaration and extend an olive branch, inviting humanity to join the galactic community as equals. The announcement was met with cautious optimism on Earth, though many remained wary of trusting the same entities that had sought to subjugate them. But Alex, now a global figurehead, offered a response that encapsulated humanity's indomitable spirit. We're willing to listen, but remember this: we don't bow to anyone, not anymore. Years later, historians would look back on the incident as a turning point not just for humanity, but for the galaxy itself. The Council's misstep had inadvertently ignited a fire within the human race, propelling them to heights no one thought possible. And while the road ahead remained fraught with challenges, one thing was certain: humanity had proven that even the smallest spark could illuminate the darkest corners of the universe.